Maybe you could show.
All right. I know of 8-year-olds and 80-year-olds that all play tennis and enjoy the sport. It is a sport that can be played for throughout your life and can be enjoyed by anybody. There are not many sports that can be played all throughout life, but tennis is one of those, and that's why it's a good idea to know how to score a match, know how to hit the ball correctly, and um, where to stand and how to your strategies of tennis. Although tennis is fun, it won't help you much if you don't know how to score the match. TennisTips.org explains why scores must be achieved. In tennis, there is in like high school tennis, we play 3 sets or best of 3. And in each set there is 6 games, and to achieve a game you have to score the minimum of 4 points. And the way you score those points is 0, which is love. So there's love, then 15, 30, 40, and then 45 is when you win. And throughout all the match you have to win by 2. So each point you have to win by 2 points or 2 games. And if you're at it and it happens to be 40-40, which is called deuce, the team that's serving, if they win the point, it'd be add-in, which means that they're 1 point away from winning the game to go on to the next set. Or when winning a game goes 6 games in one set. And then if you were to lose as you're serving, it's called add-out, which that means the other team opponent is 1 point away from winning the game. And then along with scoring, that won't matter much if you don't know how to correctly hit the ball. So hitting the ball is a pretty important part of tennis. As the tennis magazine Wimbledon Special says, it's extremely important to make sure you keep your arm loose, your wrist and arm loose. Because if you tighten it up or it's tight, you're most likely either going to hit the ball into the ground or net, or either hit it long. When you serve, you want to make sure you're kind of sideways to the net, and then you'll want to throw the ball off the tip of your fingers. You'll take your racket, put it back here behind your back, and then when you throw the ball up, you bend your knees, and then throw your racket up and hit the ball, and then you explode through your knees. And then you want to hit the ball like over like this, which that's a pretty generic serve. And then probably the most important part of like your swing or swings would be your forehand. That's the most one people mainly use. And for that, like the serve, you want to be, well, you can hit it with an open stance or closed stance. And with that, you want to closed stance. You want to like this. You want to bend your knees, put your racket back, then you'll drop the racket head, and then you'll swing through, and then you want to come over the ball like this. All right, yeah, kind of hard to see. Or you can either go forward over for topspin, or like for backspin, hit underneath it. There's also the smash, which is pretty self-explanatory. You just smash it at the net. And then there's also the volley, which is when you're you're up at the net, kind of in front of the service line, which the service line is between the net and the baseline. And you hit it at the net, and then as you come closer to the net, you want to have a shorter backswing and swing, because you'll have less time to react and you want to be more prepared. And then even if you do have the proper mechanics of how to hit the ball, that also will be tough to do if you do not know where to stand, because you'll have to have chaotic shots anyway, because you'll be running around the court and chasing after balls. So singles and doubles are both very different. Singles, the court is about 4 feet shorter on each side, width. So you want to stand in the back and kind of play like more of a rally game, just hitting it back and forth, and then eventually trying to change it up and hit a winners or something. And then, so that way you always want to get to the center and get back. So that's the main place you want to stand. Every so often go up to the net. And then in doubles, as the Tennis Magazine French Open special teaches about the lob volley, which must be hit at the net. A lob volley is just when you got both teams are at the net and you hit a lob over the guy's volleys at the net. You hit it over their head, and that's a pretty important strategy or where to stand for doubles, because doubles is definitely a game where you want to be at the net and attacking at the net. So this shot gets you up to the net, and so you can put the ball away and get more points that way. So doubles, you want to mainly get to the net. That's the main place you want to stand, or else both be back. You don't want to be staggered. So tennis is me and my partner both used a lot of those strategies throughout the year, and that helped us to qualify for state in Illinois, and so that was pretty cool for us. And so with all that, tennis you can play throughout your life and through all you want. It's just you can play for fun or competitively, but knowing how to do those 3 things and stuff like that will definitely help you and help you have a better experience.